Here they are. Yes. Oh my God. Our new Earth Queen.
Oh my god. When I hear that, I'm still like
Yeah.
shivers. I can't believe it yet. It's such an
You have to believe it. You're the new
so much
Earth Queen.
Thank you so much.
You are the winner now.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. 2020. Oh my god, that's the first time I can officially say it.
Has it sunk in yet?
Yes.
Has it sunk in yet that you are now the newest?
Oh, I still
Oh my
can't
God,
believe it.
why we don't let her to sit down?
Yes.
Yeah,
sit down.
This is first, okay? I mean, wait yourself for an hour before.
You can just stand up here.
Till kind of question.
Alright.
Please take a
Sit
seat.
down. Sa isa ba sila?
I happen to realize that your dream came true and now you're actually an international title.
Going somewhere, to me, it was not just another country, it was a whole other continent. And Albania is a small country. We hold so much tradition, so much love for everything. But I have to be honest and realistic. Pageantry is not in our culture. Like, we enjoy it, we watch it, but it doesn't have the attention that it has in Asia, for example. So when I came here, I was not expecting that much support. I was not expecting Albania to be on the hot picks. I was not expecting all that. So it was really like a punch in the face in a way, in a good way for me. And then on the final night when I entered top 20 and then top 12, I was like, you know, until here I'm so glad that Albania is going to be on the map right now. It was the first time for Albania. It's the first time ever representing your country. And I said, I can actually represent Miss Earth and our democracy. So I felt very grateful and honored to be there. And the moment that my name, Albania's name, was called, that's something that I can't even explain in words. It would be ridiculous of me trying to like put it in words, that emotion. Really wonderful. Thank you so much.
Question here, yeah. First, I'm Noy from Miss Earth Crown. First, congratulations to all of the queens, to all our new Earth queens right now. So my question goes, of course, to our new Earth queen, Albania. Personally, what does the crown mean to you? What does wearing the crown right now mean to you? As a woman, as an individual, what does it mean to you?
Women have been the backbone of families for many years.
Mhm.
So representing the earth as a woman, to me, I think it's very important because women are the ones who give birth, who give life, who care, and who raise. So to us, caring for our earth is genetical. It's something that comes organically to us. So to me, a crown like Miss Earth does not only hold glory but hold a lot of responsibilities, a lot of hard work that have been put by queens way before me, and every year each queen getting crowned and doing so much work throughout her reign. So to me, it holds responsibility, and I'm going to try to step up into that responsibility as better, as good as I can.
Okay, one last. Okay, you've held back a lot of things for the competition. You've sacrificed a lot of things. What is the first crazy thing you're about to do after this coronation night?
Like tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
I was talking about that on the bus. I was like, I'm really hungry because before the show, like all the nerve-wracking emotions and everything, wanting to do well, and the makeup and all the stuff really gets into you. I was not hungry. I didn't want to drink. I just wanted to focus on my performance.
Yeah.
So at the moment I got the crown and I felt all the other things, and I went to the bus. I was like, yeah, I'm really hungry right now.
Yeah, I think
I would really love to eat something.
Yeah, I think it is for 4 loaves of banh mi and 4 bowls of pho. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So I just have one question, because you have just one amazing 1 month of a journey in Vietnam, and knowing that you will have a 1 year crown time in Vietnam again. So what is your most exciting about that? A little bit of your memories in your last 1 month and your excitement for the next 1 year.
Oh, definitely. When we were taking the pictures, we were talking about that. I was like, okay, now I am in Vietnam, but I can't expect to be the next year, because I know the next year I'm not going to be in that position where I'm going to be stressed and I'm going to have the competition feeling. I'm just going to be relaxing, enjoying, seeing all the other beautiful queens competing for such a beautiful title as Miss Earth. So I think that difference will actually play a lot in my experience.
Rita, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What is the for this competition?
I think when the title was announced to me to represent Albania in Miss Earth, I think it was luck. And I was so grateful and happy, and we prepared a lot for the organization in Albania to do the videos and sponsors and everything, the outfits. As I said, it's not as easy in Albania to welcome people, to try to introduce them into the pageant culture. So it was hard to put everything together and making it available for us to come here in the easiest way possible. So there were a lot of things along the way, but I do think that without those things, I wouldn't be here today, because those struggles, those things that I went through actually made me stronger and made me appreciate every second I had in the stage so I could put on my best performance.
You express yourself very well. Tell us something about yourself. What or how come you speak English so eloquently?
Oh, well, I think when I was young, I was watching a lot of movies and stuff, and I have to say this, I'm not good at math, not very good. So in a way, to my father to be like, okay, I'm not good at math, but I'm good at languages, I started focusing into that, and then I went into modeling, and I modeled abroad, so I had to live with other models from other continents and countries, and I had to speak English to them. That's what I think practice makes perfect at the end of the day, and that really helped me. So I enjoy being in front of the microphone. I enjoy talking and expressing my opinions and thoughts. So I think that's why I love expressing myself.
Who among
I think there's a lot of thank you so much.
I want to ask all the queens. First to the reigning winner, to the newly crowned winner, and Diana. What were you feeling at the time you were holding your hands?
Yeah,
Because it could
that's
go
a good
either
one.
way.
I was just saying maganda. When we were rehearsing, it was a part where we had to go in this way and this way, and they were like, "Yana, you go this way, Drita, you go this way." I was like, no, we'll go together, we'll go together. So we enjoyed our time together, I would say. We have the same sense of humor. Diana said that to
Oh my
me.
god, yeah, we've spent so much time together too during the Miss Earth 2023
Yes.
journey. And I was telling her while we were holding hands, like, remember when we took the photo at the Valentine Flowers?
Yes.
Where you follow bumpy there? It was like, it's like a recreation of that photo where
Yes.
we were like holding hands.
So we really had a lot of special moments throughout our journey in Miss Earth together, and being also together in that particular moment was very important. She is a gorgeous girl, and she's very well prepared, and I know the importance that she gives to her platform and a lot of the work that she does in Philippines, because I've heard so much about it, and I've seen it, how she displays it on her social media. So I felt really honored to be next to her and for us to be competing together in a way, because I learned so much through her also, and she's a great girl.
You're gonna do
kind,
great.
and caring girl. So I was very, very honored to be next to her during that important moment in my life.
One question for Lan Anh, please. Lan Anh, because I know it has been a crazy journey, because you just came back to Vietnam, practice a lot to become Miss Earth Vietnam, and then just been top four with a lot of awards and prizes. So what we are on your mind right now to look back at that crazy journeys a little bit in Vietnamese to your families, your fans right now?
So to me, coming back to Vietnam wasn't as crazy, because living abroad overseas in the U.S., I actually lived in a family that upheld our culture very well, and I was able to have the honor of introducing Vietnam and our culture to all the girls, and to me that's like a once in a lifetime thing. I feel like all the girls came here, some for the first time, and I was able to be the one to have them indulge in our culture. So I would say that I feel really proud that I was given the opportunity to do this.
Some Vietnamese word to what you feel right now to your fans, your families.
Ngày hôm nay là một ngày rất là hạnh phúc đối với Lan Anh. Lan Anh cảm thấy là Lan Anh rất là may mắn đã được trao cái cơ hội để có thể quảng bá nét đẹp của Việt Nam đến với các bạn nước ngoài. Và ngày hôm nay là cũng ở trên sân khấu Việt Nam là bạn Drita đã được đăng quang Miss Earth, thì Lan Anh cũng cảm thấy là trên hành trình của bạn đó là Lan Anh cũng rất là vui cho bạn đó, là tại vì nó đã xảy ra ở Việt Nam. Nên là anh muốn cảm ơn mọi người đã ủng hộ cho tất cả các cô hoa hậu nước ngoài ở Việt Nam.
Thanks, Lan.
Miss Vietnam as well. To Miss Vietnam too. How did you power through competition, considering that you were away for a certain number of days because you got sick? How challenging was it for you to be in the hospital while the competition was still ongoing, and you made it all the way? You still made it all the way till the end.
So I didn't let my health affect, my progress in the competition, because even though I was in the hospital, I asked all of the team managers, I asked some of the girls to take videos for me, to send videos for me so that I can learn the dance with everybody. And I still had like a strong fighting spirit, even though I caught a parasitic infection because of food in Dalat. So unfortunately, weak stomach, but I'm doing very well now after taking medicine. So yes.
Yeah, how does it feel like you're almost close? Your hard work really paid off. What does it mean for you to almost win the title of Miss Earth this year?
I mean, all I can think of right now is, God really has, has amazing ways of showing you what His plans are. But I'm really happy. I'm really happy that I was able to represent the Philippines really well, especially that it's my first international competition with my first love, Miss Earth. So I'm ultimately grateful, and I actually cannot wait to go back home to the Philippines. I miss the Filipinos. I miss the Philippines.
So no regrets. Cora, how do you feel? This is Thailand's highest placement in Miss Earth since a long time.
I'm so excited. I can't tell you how honored I am just to, get to top 4. I would never expect this for me because growing up, I was never a girly girl, I guess. I never liked all the glitz and glam too much, but I found that, I have an advocacy, I have a voice that I know I could spread, and I know that I can, hopefully be represented in Thailand, and I'm so happy just to be here. So I'm honored, and thank you so much for this.
What were you feeling when you were the last girl to be called during the top 4 announcement?
I was just, to be honest with you, my foot was hurting. I was just like, oh, trying to adjust my foot, and then they called my name. I was like, whoa. Okay, deep breath. I was, because I know when I answered the first question, I was a bit nervous. My first time speaking in front of a really big crowd like that. So, yeah, I was so honored, and I was just so excited just to. Reality didn't kick in until I was behind stage with all the girls. We actually was like, we started crying actually. We started crying together.
So last question for you. So now that you have the title, what does that title mean for a 19-year-old beautiful Thai woman like you?
But that means I have to take action now. I'm gonna go back to my country. I'm gonna start educating. I'm spreading my advocacy. I really want to take this as a career path in my life and actually be a conservationist. Do something for our planet and hopefully make a really big difference.
Thank you so much. Congratulations on the 4 of you.
Just a small question for Miss Earth 2023, because you just said that you so proud because one of very rare time that Albania has been on top of a beauty pageant. So what are your plans right now to introduce your country, your culture, your people during your next year? Just not just in Vietnam, but for every activities you will do.
Yes, well, definitely Albania has a lot to give. Even when it comes to natural beauties, we have a lot of wild natural beauties, and we try to protect them. Even tourism, we try to keep it as wild, as pure, as rare as it is. So I will definitely try to bring that into the whole world, but I do believe that more than just sharing my own tradition is to actually also me learn the places that I'll go as Miss Earth 2023 and try to put in my work. I'll try to get from that place, to understand their traditions, to learn a little bit of their language so I can connect with them, and in this way I can also spread and get, because giving and taking, it's important, and you never lose when you're giving, even if it's like support or you're giving tradition or knowledge, whatever. So to me, it is important that I do not only spread the Albanians tradition and culture and everything we have, but I also get and send it to Albania and the whole world through my platform, Miss Earth.
Just one small bit of story, because I remember that you just share your story. Always want to come back to a time that you play with your grandparents without internet. Is that
Yes.
a true story?
Yes, I actually live with my grandparents. I have my grandma's name. So I'm very connected with them. And the way that they describe their childhood when it comes to playing in the fields or going to the mountains or, going to the river, sneaking from their parents and going to watch it. It's beautiful the way that they explain nature, the way that they show their surroundings. And then talking to my sister who's 7 years younger than me, and she's more about like, oh, we're doing TikTok dances. And to me that sounds so absurd, and I was like, I want to live the way my grandparents lived. I want to enjoy that. And that really snuck up to me when my grandma told me about it. And I always ask her about, because unfortunately not everyone can live it right now. So hearing it, I believe that by hearing it, slowly we can take action, and why not in the near future, or maybe not that near future, but probably somewhere in the future, we can relive those days.
Okay. Maybe for all of our 4 queens, like a rapid fire question of sorts. If there is one word, okay, if there is one word to describe the entire journey, and you can explain for like a quick bit, what word would that be? You can start with Cora or Miss Earthfire.
Exciting. It was a new activity every day. There was a new thing I get to experience never before. So it's really exciting, and I'm so happy.
Okay, Miss Earthwater, the one word. Explain.
For me, it would be creative,
Mhm.
because I believe that TNA. It's my first time being able to participate in so many activities that was prepared by TNA Entertainment as well as Carousel Production, and I think that it helped me learn more about our environment and our environment.
Looks like parang Q&A pa rin, no? Final Q&A, okay. Yana, or Miss Earth Air.
For me, it will have to be fulfilling, because more than doing the environmental stuff that Miss Earth has been advocating for the past decades, I feel like it's very fulfilling because I was able to learn more the culture and the traditions of the Vietnamese people, and I was able to see a lot of similarities with the cultures of the Vietnamese and also the Filipinos. And as soon as I stepped foot here in Vietnam, I was really feeling at home, really feeling at ease, because I get reminded of also the Filipino community.
And our new Earth Queen, one word.
It would be challenging, but a beautiful challenge with a great outcome.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations, yes. Congratulations for the superb, excellent production. My question is, where in Vietnam will be the next year's edition of Miss Earth? I want to keep the secret, but
Fingers crossed, yeah.
I want to ask,
I think that we're gonna cross a few provinces.
Yeah.
But I can hint at one city right now is Haiphong.
Oh.
One of, okay?
Wow. So we need to book our flights already, early.
Book your hotels.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I want to ask like,
Maybe if each queen could answer shortly.
That is my dream. I think because I love business so much, and then I trying very hard with my team, 500 people, that in the team to make it happen this year, and also hosting for next year, so people
All the time with my phrases, so yeah.
Then maybe for Mina, like a pro tip, since you've had an exceptional reign, an exceptional year, if you have like a pro tip as a Miss Earth, not only to our Earth Queen, but then to all of our elemental queens right now, what is that one pro tip you can give them?
One pro tip during your reign.
Yeah. Okay, am I making it too hard for you? I wonder if
There are no hard questions.
Yeah, good.
I'm just trying to think of what's one thing I can suggest.
Correct.
Because if you're an international queen, the perks is that you get to travel a lot, which means that you're gonna encounter a lot of different cultures. But knowing that not letting differences or misunderstandings really get to you, and become more understanding because you have that title of being an international queen. And
I already had that embedded in me because growing up, I grew up everywhere. I traveled a lot. I lived in different parts of the world. So I had that embedded like knowledge of me that when it comes to encountering new culture, you're bound to kind of face those misunderstandings and miscommunication. But knowing that and not hurting yourself and not letting it get to you, yeah, it shouldn't affect the way you treat other people. Just think you guys are from different minds. Yeah, that was my advice. Yeah.
I have a question.